Hello, thank you for joining in. I don't know if it was specified that this talk would be in English. I don't speak Italian, sorry about that. So, thank you for joining in today. Hello, welcome. So it's a first for me talking in front of so many people. So please be nice with me. It's training. It's an ongoing experience. So today we're going to tackle one main subject. Where did your audience go? Dove, right? So audience leaks is a big issue, and we're going to try to understand that and see if there are any solution. Here are some events that impacted your audience, but you don't need to read all of that. It's super boring. Let's say there's two parts of the story, the one before and the one after GDPR, all right? Before GDPR, party time, wild west. You can track, you can do whatever you want, no regulation, and yeah, we were happy with that. But now we have to take care about our users, their data, and especially when the time of AI has come, we need to be more careful, and tracking people become more and more complicated. How many of you are using iPhones? Okay, that's a lot of people. Yeah, you guys working in tech, right? All right, and how many of you accept the ATT, the app tracking transparency? When you have, when you download an app, you are asked if you allow the app to follow you. How many of you allow the app to follow? Just 1, 2, 3, because you work in ads probably, and you feel bad to say no. But most of the people, actually it's natural behavior. Who wants to be followed? Like no one. Actually, I think it's very stupid, can I say that? To ask people's permission for tracking them. Of course they're gonna say no, and the number are, when I say 80% opt out, I believe it's more than that. So my name is Nissim. I'm sales manager at Axeptio. I've been working in tech like for 10 years. Axeptio is a CMP, consent management platform, not this little boring widget that asks you for your consent each time you're surfing on the internet. And I know we're hunting you, but yeah, we have to ask now, nicely, can we put some trackers on your browser? So Axeptio, a few numbers, it's 80,000 websites on 40 countries. Axeptio is available on, of course, websites and mobile apps. And we are a CMP Google partner for Google, okay? Because I don't know if you're aware about the DMA, Digital Market Act that took place last year. Google came out with a new invention. They were like, oh, we're losing a lot of money if people doesn't consent. So let's create a new thing, which is a basic signal that is sent to Google servers in order to activate their ads. And this concerns the people that doesn't consent, which is very smart. Here's some example. At Axeptio, we're known for having a very cute widget. It's super famous in France and Canada, and we are working hard in order to promote it here in Italy. The user experience for us is very important because it's basically the first contact you get with people. It's like, it's like the entrance of your shop. So we feel that it should be very, very good looking. Before I get deeper into the subject, I wanted to talk about Shake. Shake is a tool that that is available online. Okay, you can scan the QR code, and you can scan your favorite website, and we can talk about the result afterward. But basically, it's gonna tell you how many cookies, how many vendors are detected before the consent is collected. So you can check in a few minutes if your website is compliant or not. It won't be scanning all your website, otherwise it will cost us a fortune, right? And so it will be just part of the website, and if you are interested, we can discuss the result afterwards. So, 3 major sources of audience leakage. The low concentrate, obviously. The end of the third-party cookies. I know you've heard that a lot for many years, but eventually it's gonna come. I do believe personally that Google don't want to take the risk to stop the third-party cookies. So basically, they just loaded the gun and they gave it to you, and you deal with it. The last issue is the ad blocker. And we're gonna see what are the solutions that we have. The first solution is to optimize the concentrate. And at Axeptio, we have several tips that you can use. First, the customization and the wording. It's super important. Here you have one of my favorite examples. It's Opéra de Paris. Okay, so they were using something very basic, okay, and they increased their concentrate by 15 points just by setting this real simple sentence: cookies takes the stage and you are the conductor. So it's like you're part of the show and you're the boss, okay, it's your choice, and actually it worked very well with their audience, and you can check the full study on our website. Here an example of another one that I love very, very much. It's an agency in France, and yeah, they just make it look cool. They de-dramatize, and you know, it's the first contact with the audience, so being polite, being sweet, and being nice actually have an impact on the concentrate. This is what's coming next, okay? We really want to make the content something that is not boring, but entertaining, all right? And I have an example that we may see by the end of the year online. I had the pleasure to sign the FIBA, the Federation International of Basketball, okay? And very soon we want to offer them to be our first testers, try the new tech, all right? And the idea is to have a little video, very short, all right? And imagine a guy like shooting a ball, and then you have the pop-up that say, do you consent or not? If you consent, the ball gets in the basket. If you don't, you're a loser, all right? And since you didn't consent, you would be asked once again. So the idea is to make it like funny, entertaining, and to make it like a game, all right? And who wants to lose? Who wants to miss the basket? So that's the idea. You can also put a video and saying, okay, we're not here to steal your credit card number, just the consent in order to offer you a better user experience. The bug shadow, it's a little trick. When I first heard about it, I was like, I don't believe it. It can't be this simple. It's just a layer between the CMP and the website. And by making this little differentiation, you're going to increase 10% on interaction rate. Even people have access to the website, they want to get rid of it. So they're going to click on accept. most of the time. The opening timeout. You can set some minutes, all right, sorry, seconds, before displaying the widget, okay? It's like entering a shop. You want to hover for a little while. You don't want people to jump on your back asking you, what do you want? Do you want to consent? How can I help you? No, just chill, bro. Let him in, check what you have, enjoy your value proposition, and then you can ask for the consent. And actually, it works. It decreased the bounce rate, and it improved the user experience. In terms of opening timeout, something that you need to be aware of is the performance of the widget. If your widget gonna take like few seconds to load, people will get annoyed. They can bounce, or worst case scenario, they can't even purchase your good because the widget is blocking the cart loading and the whole process. And that's why at Axeptio, even if we have like a very good looking banner, we try to optimize it, make it lighter and to be displayed faster. The last one is the consent wall. You're gonna force people to take a decision. So it's a double-edged sword. You can or increase the consent rate or the bounce rate. So depend how is your relationship with your audience. If it's good, just try it. And also you can mix both. You can start with a basic widget, a normal one, and after a few seconds, if the people doesn't consent, you can force them through a consent wall. Here's an example that I love. It's Drone Expert. It's a company based in Canada. Okay, they sell, they train, they repair, everything around the drone, and they are geeks. They love to test and learn. They try a lot of things. And these guys, when the Low 25 arrived in Canada, they choose like a basic CMP based on the pricing, you know. We wanted something cheap. And at the end, they lost like 50% of user tracking, just like that, because the CMP actually was blocking the tools that they were using. And this got better after setting up Axeptio. So lack of consent can be improved by the user experience, by the look and feel, by the consent wall, and all the little details that you can try and see if it works or not on your audience. The second issue is the end of the third-party cookies. So the idea is to shift from third-party cookies to first-party data, and to just like Jacques a dit, you can find an alternative, a plan B for the so-called planned end of third-party cookies. So Jacques a dit, you must know this brand, especially if you have kids. They're very good at testing new things, and we had an experiment with them with one of our partners. It's First ID, and it's a universal ID provider. So they've done basically two studies. One, a mass ad, like they were targeting everyone, and one was done with the First ID. So the one with First ID worked better. All right, I'll let you check the number. It has better impact with more value per customer. But I have to tell you that actually the return on investment on both were the same, actually the same. But now at least they have a plan B in case there's no more third parties anymore. Okay, do you have a question about this topic? All right, because we're not much, we can make it interactive. The last issue is the ad blocker, and the solution is the server side. Very simple. Instead of, oh yes, sorry, forgot about this. It's 26%, almost 27 of the Italians that use ad blocks technology. Plus you have Safari and Firefox that allowed you like for just 24 hours, the third-party cookies. So the idea is instead of tracking from the browser, to make it simple, you're gonna track from the server side. So you're gonna bypass all the limitation. You're gonna increase the life expectancy of your cookies, okay? And the performance will be better because it will be from the server and not from the people's browser. So, a little recap. CMP optimization, universal ID, and server side will help you understand better your traffic and increase your performances in terms of ads. So, where did your audience go? We can talk about it with T22. Thank you. And if you have a question, you are welcome to come and discuss with us.
Axeptio.